With the future of Stardom looking brighter than it ever has, the company looks to make its most important tournament the most hyper-competitive, high-drama tournament to date. Today we dive right back into the vault as we take a look at the 2019 and 2020 Five Star Grand Prix. I am the Light Skin Gaigin Denard Ramon, and this is Learning the Ropes, the Five Star Grand Prix. Another year and more growth, the field now up to 18 players, with the likes of Andres Miyagi, Arisa Hoshiki, Avery representing Australia, as well as the World of Stardom champion and top Gaijin B. Priestley, better known today as Blair Davenport from WWE. Hana Kimura would make her return back to the 5-star after taking the year off from an excursion overseas. Heading into the final night, there was a three-way battle for the top spot in the Red Stars between Kimura, Mayu Iwatani, and Momo Watanabe. Momo needed a victory against Iwatani and a draw between the match involving Kimura and Hazuki. Momo did her part against Iwatani, but Kimura managed to defeat Hazuki and advance to the finals with the tiebreaker advantage. As for the Blue Stars, it was down to Konami with 11 points, Jamie Hayter with 10 points, and B. Priestley with 8 points. The Red Belt champion couldn't advance to the finals, but she could play spoiler for her adversary from England in Hayter. Konami had finished up her block matches and patiently waited to see what her fate would be. In the end, Hayter's 5-star dream was crushed via the top Gaijin, and Konami would advance to the finals, where she would meet fellow TCS faction mate Hana Kimura. Knowing that Hana was already in a grueling match earlier in the night against Hazuki, Konami started the action quickly by attacking her before the introductions. A great back-and-forth submission and technical wrestling battle ensued, as Konami tried to end the match with her patented Triangle Lancer. But it would be Kimura's hydrangea submission that forced Konami to submit, awarding the crown of the 5-star and singing the words, "Kira Kira Hikaru Watashi no 5-star." To say that the year 2020 was an intriguing one would be an understatement. With the COVID-19 pandemic presenting challenges for wrestling promotions worldwide, Stardom would not be hosting shows between March 25th and June 20th. But once Japan felt it was safe to do so by keeping talent and fans healthy and protected, they returned to hosting shows with limited attendance, starting with the June 21st show in Shinkaba, when the entire roster paid its respects and homage to a shining star gone too soon. It also meant the 2025 star was on, and so too were the aspirations of wearing the crown by the end of the final night. The field was cut down by 2 from the previous year, but still managed to produce some high drama. Heading into the final night, Utami Hayashishita led the Blue Stars with 9 points. Hot on her tail, however, would be Donna Del Mondo member Shuri, making her debut in the 5-star alongside stablemates Julia, Micah, and Himeka. Shuri would score a victory over Micah earlier in the night, putting her a point behind Utami and tied alongside Momo Watanabe and Micah. Leading into the final Blue Stars match between Shuri and Utami, the simplest of tasks were made apparent. Win, and you're in. The first encounter between these two would prove why it was the hottest Joshi rivalry to be for the ensuing year. In the end, Utami and Shuri wrestled to a 20-minute time limit draw, giving them both a point apiece, with Shuri at 9 points and Utami with 10, giving Utami the Blue Stars and a spot in the finals, making her the second woman alongside Yoko Bito to appear in two 5-star Grand Prix finals. On the Red Stars side, it was down to 3 yet again. Konami, who competed in the finals the year prior, Mayu Iwatani, who was 2018's 5-star winner, and Himeka, who made her Stardom debut in Shinkaba as the 4th member of Julia's Donna Del Mondo faction. The final night of the Red Stars would pit Himeka with 9 points against Konami with 8 points. For these two, it was simple. Win and you're in. Because in the event these two ladies should end up tying with each other, it would give Mayu Iwatani, with 10 points after defeating Tam Nakano earlier in the night, the Red Stars and a rematch to the 2018 final with Utami. Konami would try to out-wrestle the bigger Himeka to keep the Jumbo Princess grounded, but Himeka's power proved too much for the submission sniper, as Himeka scored a victory with a running powerbomb and a berth into the finals. And now the finals were set, as Himeka and Utami Hayashishita would battle for the right to wear the crown. For Utami, a second chance at redemption after a heartbreaking loss in the 2018 finals, and being forced to pull out of 2019's tournament due to an injury. For Himeka, well, her adversary had been in her shoes. A dominant newcomer looking to make an impact in such a short amount of time, as well as looking to usurp someone who had already established their spot. Both women showcased their strength, but at the end of the night, Utami's torture rack bomb proved to be Utami's redeemer from her 2018 setback. Now the reign could commence, as the crown finally belonged to the Red Queen, Utami Hayashishita. And that'll do it for this second installment of this 3-part series. Make sure you're following me on all my socials to get all of your Joshi content, as well as subscribing to Cole TV so you won't miss the 3rd and final installment. We'll dive back into the vault one final time to take a look back at the 2021 as well as the 2022 5-star Grand Prix tournaments. We'll break down the digits and look at the entire tournament as a whole, as well as give you a preview of all the participants in this year's 5-star Grand Prix. For Cole TV and PW60, I am the Light Skin Gaigin, Denard Ramon, and that was Joshi.